of July, the
Nice.
4th of July show, but the veggie ones, of course.
Of
Sorry.
course. Yum.
Yeah,
Mm.
like the Beyond Meat ones.
Hi,
Sure.
everybody. Happy Star Trek Tuesday. It's funny, I was driving by a Wiener Schnitzel today and I thought the same thing. I was like, I heard that they do vegan dogs now, but I was like, what if
Mm.
they just went all vegan? I was like, Wiener Schnitzel would never do that, but maybe someone will.
No.
Right?
That'd be a lot of fun.
But how would you ever
Anyway,
know?
yeah,
You
word of
you
mouth, I
know.
guess.
We'd know.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
Well, it's funny because you can tell. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's Star Trek Tuesday, everybody. Can you believe it? It's already here. It's time to talk all about Star Trek and nothing else, and some other sci-fi and nothing else except Star Trek.
Nothing.
All right. So what do we have in the news today? There's a lot of I know. There's a lot of funny stuff today. First of all, the creatives behind Strange New Worlds, you know our creatives, they talk about Strange New Worlds two-parters. They talk about the Gorn, or as Lieutenant Lon calls them, the Gorn. And Will Wheaton's in the news. Of course,
Ooh.
the Strange New Worlds finale can't repeat the same mistake as Game of Thrones. Or can they?
Death
Mm.
and
Would they?
boobies, death and boobies, death and boobies, death and boobies.
It's pretty close.
That was really
Uh,
good.
Also, it's July 1st, everybody, a very special day for some of us. But it also marks the end, because I shouldn't say it that way. My grandmother and great grandmother's birthdays were both on July 1st. So it's a fun day
Oh,
Nice.
but
that's
we
great.
just finished celebrating a whole month of Pride Month. So I hope you got
Hmm.
your sales and deals from Elisa Longo. We're also going to talk about all the cool things and cool people connected with that. Also, finally, you guys, you can go to Risa. Who knew, right?
I've
Kind, I
been
mean,
waiting forever.
I
yeah,
know.
you can kind of go to Risa. We have
Arms
Kinda.
out, legs out.
new ships to talk about. We have Star Trek stuff to talk about, science stuff, you know. Oh, also, we have things to talk about regarding the gigantic Star Trek Voyager 30th anniversary celebration. If you like Star Trek, then it's
Ooh.
time for the Star Trek Voyager 30th anniversary celebration.
Mm.
With Melissa Longo, of course.
Hello there. Hello. I can't um claim ownership over the lyrics to that song. It was actually the girl who played Arya Stark who came up with that
Maisie
because
Williams?
yes,
That's
they were
awesome.
supposed. I saw this little special on them trying to come up with lyrics to the theme song of Game of Thrones, and she was like, "Death and boobies, death and boobies, death
That's
and boobies,"
amazing.
and it stuck with me
I
all
really
these
like that.
years.
I really
Yeah.
like
Oh
that.
my gosh. They're not wrong.
And the Matt Boardman, everybody.
Sorry.
What's
Segue.
up? It's my middle name.
He only
Death
likes
and
one of
boobies.
those things. Um, Same with Jenny R. Johnson. I think everybody in the world can agree with that one.
Yeah. Only
What?
likes one of those things.
Death
Yeah.
or boobies?
Yeah. You
I
don't
mean,
have to
that's
wait.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put your hands together.
Death and boobies.
Death
No, still no
by.
death. Death is always a problem.
It
Anyway,
is a
that's
problem.
Jenny R. Johnson, everybody.
That's
Kind of
everybody's problem.
kind of weird.
Ah,
That's
I'm kind of
true.
weird.
Yeah, I know. I know.
yeah, it's okay.
Anyway, oh, and happy Canada Day to Jenny R.
There
Johnson
we
and all
go.
our Canadian friends. Sound off in the live chat if you currently reside in Canada. Actually,
Oh, yeah, let
Matt,
us
your
know.
family is Canadian, right? You're half
My
Canadian or
mom,
something?
yeah. Yep, on my mom's side.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's 37.5% of us that are Canadian.
Yeah.
I, I
Do
like
you
those
know,
odds.
I've never been to Canada.
Lucky.
Oh,
My name is Ryan T. Husk, everybody. I have been to Canada and I loved it.
Nice.
Aw.
Where'd you go?
Canada didn't much care for it, but I did.
That's not true.
Yeah, just the Southwest, Victoria, Vancouver, and then
Ah.
through into like the middle of it on a road trip, and then down south into like Montana,
Ah, okay. Nice. So you saw
and
like
the Dakotas and stuff when I was a kid.
a
Yeah,
little chunky.
I saw the Southwest Nook,
That's really
glaciers
funny.
and things.
The Southwest
Well, it's southwestern Canada,
of the North.
but it's southwestern Canada.
That feels weird.
Anyway, hello to Dead Purple 7. What feels weird to you, Dead Purple 7? Hi, John Davis, May Borello out in the May area. Sentai, what's up, Chuck A? Rookie of the Year, Red Shirt Bob, Linda Anderegg, Lucia Raz, Fran Iverson, Glenn Iverson, Mark Zutkoff, uh-oh. Joel is here. Rico's here. Uh-oh, wait, he's not eating wheat thins anymore, right? Because those were bad for you or something. What is he eating
I
instead?
guess so. Trinkets?
Mm.
Triscuits?
Triscuits. Love a Triscuit.
Yes,
That's a
trinkets.
quality
Yeah, I was
cracker.
It is.
Mhm.
It's like
Yes,
a
it
bale
is.
of hay with really good seasoning.
Yeah.
I like to put them in a feed bag and just chew on them.
Nice. Mhm.
Hi to Terry Rose, Joshua Reeve. What's up to Linda Anderegg, Ananzi, the Spider, Amanda Stevenson, and so on. We see all of you and appreciate all of you. Um, Dead Purple 7 says, let's start with that question, Ryan. When I said, what makes you feel weird? Okay.
Oh
All
my.
right. Let's end with that question. Everybody, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications because you know you're about to have a lot of fun with us and you.
Mm.
It's always great seeing these guys. Uh-oh, back of the head
Yeah.
is here, everybody. Don't say anything too crazy,
Oh,
or it's
man.
going to
Nope,
end
we
up
gotta
in,
behave
in
ourselves.
print. Yeah. And hi to, where'd it go? Someone.
Dracorex. Did you say
Dracorex.
Hey.
No, and
Oh,
Sarit. Hello to both of you. All right.
fantastic.
And
What
Richard
a crew,
Columbus.
Bob.
And on B.
Hmm.
Well, on B. Okay.
I like that one.
Okay. Let's get into the Star Trek
That
news.
song, that
What's
song is stuck
going
in my
on in
head.
the Star Trek and boobies? Wait, no, that's
Which
not
one?
right.
That would be
boobies.
Friday.
They're boobies. Star Trek and boobies.
Yeah.
Trekking boobies, trekking
When I
boobies.
said
Oh,
when I said,
Dreambugs.
well, on
Boobies.
B, I thought of I'll Be Sure and his song, and now that one's stuck in my head. That Night and Day song. You
You
know,
have to sing
don't
it.
make me sing. Oh man.
Like the Frank
Well, it's
Sinatra
like,
one?
now I tell you how I
no.
feel the power, night and day. Come on, don't make me. Anyway, that's how it goes. If the people in the live chat know that song, once they're done laughing, they're gonna type, "Oh yeah, I know that one."
Aw.
It's just not really in my range. It's very breathy, but it's a
It's
really
really
good song.
good.
It's beautiful. Anyway, point is, and yes, I
No,
understand that
true.
range isn't breath. It's but it's just whatever.
But it affects range.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're home on it too. So.
Oh. I used to
That's not gonna
sing
put your
where
throne down
the
there.
beer and the cantaloupe play.
We're gonna have fun.
Starting when?
It's already started. Are you crazy?
Look at Melissa got red as Jenny's shirt. Anyway.
Beer and fruity, beer and fruity, beer and fruity.
Yum.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
it's warming here now.
Oh, did we see who's in Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did.
Sentai says, I've been to British Columbia 7 times.
Ooh.
That's good luck.
It's an old saying in Canada.
Yeah.
Go to
7
BC
times?
7 times. It's good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
No.
What
Yeah.
if somebody's been there
But you
47
can
times?
imagine if
That's
it
Star
was.
Trek.
that's good luck. That's good luck.
That's good luck.
But I could imagine exactly. Matt Boardman.
Where did it go?
Matt Boardman.
Bad Mormon.
Okay.
Bat Mordman? Bat Mordman.
Whispered it. So you're like, Bad Mormon. Bad Mormon.
That
Mad,
Mormon.
Mad Mardigan.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Mad Mardigan.
I love Mad
Ben
Mardigan.
Genium says, I currently reside in Canada. Bob
Yes.
D says, obviously, I'm in
Yeah.
Canada. Um,
Those are
Oh,
my peeps.
Canada.
You know, I have a theory
Joel, yeah.
about peeps. When people write peeps in an email, I think
Do
it's
they?
because they can't remember if it's OE or EO. I truly believe that. If they're saying it, whatever. If they're putting in comments, no big deal. But if they're writing in an email, I have a theory that they're just like, is it OE or E? I don't, and they don't feel like confident. They're like, I think it's E. I know it's weird. Whatever it is, I know it's weird. So they just put peeps and they hope nobody calls them out on it.
I not with people, but I have definitely changed up how I write something in an email because I cannot remember how to spell the word and like what I'm just completely butchering it. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, we're just gonna say it this way instead.
It's funny too
Distinguish tells
because
time.
well, here's the thing: is one day
Mhm.
we're gonna have a device where you could just like get all the answers, but yet basically all of us, rather than typing and trying to think, we just go like, let me just do it this way. Hi, Nanoti. All right, we're gonna get to work now. Promise. Since our numbers are already plummeting. First, they're going up like Mount St. Helens, and now they're going down like a fun water slide.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Those
love
were the
water
days, right?
slides.
Fun water slide. As opposed to a not fun water slide.
And those are the good kind of wedgies.
They're earned, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's very good. Melissa's on fire today. Mostly her cheeks on a water slide.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Oh
we got to move on,
man.
everybody.
Come on.
We have to move on.
You're killing me.
Everybody's booing Melissa's jokes right now. Hi, Rose Kirby. It's just the whole live
No
chat
way.
is booze. It's all booze. Hi, Chris Marshall.
Go ahead, I can take
Okay.
it. I can take it.
Here we go. First item up for bid, everybody.
Ooh.
All right. Oh, bless you,
What?
Melissa. Bless you. Our first
Yes.
article of the day is from our favorite website, StarTrek.com. It's our favorite because
No
Pops!
King of the world. I feel like when we go on StarTrek.com. All right, so this is written by Christine Din. I believe it's pronounced Din. The creatives of Star Trek Strange New Worlds on Two Parters and The Gorn. At the premiere during Tribeca Festival, the executive producers of the series gave us a tease at the upcoming season. At the upcoming season? I think it should be about. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think so too. I didn't read that part.
It's okay. It's okay if you did. It's not that big. All right, and it reads, we're less than a month out from the return of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Ahead of reuniting with the crew of the USS Enterprise, the creators behind the hit series reminded us where we left off, how it connects to legacy of Star Trek, and hint at where we're heading. During the world premiere at Tribeca Festival, executive producers Akiva Goldsman and Henry Alonso Myers, along with some of the cast, engaged in a conversation led by moderator Eric Deggans. Thank goodness we know that.
I'm digging the Deggans.
Yeah, you are. Hacksaw Jim Deggans. Oh, okay.
Good old Deggans. One of my personal favorite moderators, actually.
Well, this is how we know that this is going to be a good
Deggans.
article, is because it was, moderated initially by.
I love
Me
cracking Jenny
Duggins.
up.
They hit me Duggins.
Oh my God, you're on a roll. Hegemony. Batmordman. Go on.
At the end of the season 2 finale, Hegemony, the USS Enterprise, is faced with 4 enemy ships, including a Gorn destroyer outside of Federation space. The Gorn have taken hundreds of survivors from the colony Parnassus Beta, along with crew members from the Enterprise's landing party. Unfortunately for Captain Pike, the Enterprise has just received a priority message from Starfleet, but the crew is to stand down and immediately withdraw before the words "to be continued" appear on screen.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Okay. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was he?
Duff Man.
The
Kool-Aid Man.
Kool-Aid Man.
Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah.
Mothman. Okay.
Mhm.
Having grown up loving Trek, shared Myers, nothing made me happier than something like The Best of Both Worlds, Part 1 and 2. It's Part 1 and 2 that I love, where at the end, do you discover there's going to be another part? Okay.
Gotcha. Sorry, that took
Continuing
me a
the quote.
second.
The part I was really excited to do because it was always my favorite thing to do, Myers continued, was when they show the second part and they start with the previously on and
I
then
love
say
that.
now the conclusion.
Yeah.
There is nothing
Yes!
as a Star Trek fan. There's nothing I like more. That's a good point.
Mhm.
We were not going to be doing a bunch of episodes that you have to watch all of to follow. This was, we set up the story and we finished the story. This is cool. These guys are like such fans. I love it.
Yeah.
This is so fun. So,
Yeah. And I have to admit that we have heard these quotes in the recent future or recent past. I mean,
In the year
and it was
2000.
from StarTrek.com, so I had to put it in there because it's the first one in a long time
Exactly.
that we've seen from them.
Exactly.
Keep them coming, StarTrek.com. Keep
Yeah.
them coming.
Yeah. We love you and your no pop-ups.
Yes, we do.
so Rose Kirby says, hey Ryan, thanks for saying my name at 1:21 a.m. There's more where that came from. It just happened again
Nice.
at 1:24 a.m.
Wow.
But when is it 30 years of Star Trek Voyager? Rose Kirby. It's now.
Specifically. But like
This-
specifically.
Well, stay tuned to find out because
Ooh.
it is happening.
Oh, fireworks.
Gigantic celebration of Star Trek and Star Trek Voyager in one month. So
Ooh.
Mm.
I need
things that have
that.
never before been done. It's going to be ludicrous speed.
Ludacris is gonna be there.
That would be fun.
Right? You're just like, hey, I'm here.
Remember when he had really big forearms?
Yes. And he's
Okay.
gonna celebrate Voyager.
And he should be at the 80s dance party. Oh, spoilers.
That's not a spoiler. Wait, is it?
Well, for what's coming up in the
Oh.
show.
Hegemony Part
All right,
2.
back to the Gorn.
Back to the Gorn. Woo!
And now the conclusion.
Yeah, very nice. So
I
look,
actually just watched Hegemony Part 1
Nice.
a couple days ago, and it's like it struck me. I was like, wait a minute, this was 2 years ago. We've been waiting
Yeah.
for part 2
I
for
know.
2 years.
2 years.
yeah, old timers cry about the longest summer ever with Best of Both Worlds. It's like, what about us youngsters that have to deal with Hegemony
Yeah.
Part 1 and 2?
It's been 2 years.
2 years.
So
Got
in this
2
picture,
extra gray hairs.
this looks like a pretty interesting section of something. I
Mhm.
don't really know what we're
Organic-y.
looking at.
Wasn't this in the Gorn place?
Yeah, it looks like it might be maybe a nursery, a Gorn nursery.
Right.
It
Like
looks
those are birth sacks or
yeah.
something.
Like
Yeah.
Alien.
Wait. Yeah.
So so we have La'an here.
Yeah.
Looks like
Ortegas is
Ortegas
throwing up.
They
with
do
the
look people-sized, don't they?
She
either
looks
a
like she's barfing.
yeah, either a
She
beard
does.
or a shadow.
There's not a lot of reasons to get like that.
Yeah. Why is La'an watching her?
That's
I
a good
think this
question.
is Sam Kirk,
Sam
right?
Kirk.
I don't know
Yeah.
who that is.
That's
Mbenga?
Mbenga.
Mhm.
Could be.
Is it?
I think it's Mbenga.
Yeah, could very
This
well
is
be. I would put my money on that, yeah.
Yeah.
And they look like they're in Mirkwood.
Yeah, right?
Kinda.
It's like
Anyway.
the rough section of Mirkwood.
It continues. For both, wow, it's already over. For both
Yeah.
Myers and Goldsman, their fascination with the Gorn began in childhood, on
Mm.
showing how formidable of the f- on how f- sh- on showing how formidable of the foe is on Strange New Worlds.
That's weird. Yeah.
I know there's a lot of weird in this,
That's one of
but
the
that's
things we love
okay.
about Star Trek.
It's
About the Star Trek, wait, StarTrek.com, that's what I'm trying to say. StarTrek.com is that there's like a kind of it's very like what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, but
Formidable?
Grassroots. It sort of gives like grassroots vibes, you know what I mean?
yeah, but I feel
Yeah.
like their wording is a little
That is a
different
little
than it
Yeah.
usually
Yeah.
is.
That's a trick to
Yeah.
make you read it twice. They're like, everybody reads our articles
Oh.
twice. That's pretty good.
Force King's hunting.
Gotcha.
Anyway, it continues. Here it is. Quote. Oh wait, no, there's more here. Quote.
Right.
What I loved about the Gorn was that it was an opportunity to retcon something into a real monster. Uh-oh. People don't like this word.
That's the
I don't
magic
know.
word.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Red
like
alert.
that word.
But it
It's funny
doesn't
when they
work for
admit it,
everything.
Yeah.
when they just say it.
Yeah.
But
I
I
know,
think
right?
it works for the Gorn because we don't have the same kind of history with the Gorn
No.
that we
Exactly.
do with the
Yeah.
Klingons
Exactly.
or
Exactly.
the Ferengi.
Well, see, the
Yes.
way I looked at it was I didn't even think that they were retconning. I think they were just saying like the babies were super savage, and the
Yeah.
older they got, the slower and lamer they kind of got. Just kind of a
Sure.
reverse thing.
Yeah.
And because we've only seen the babies,
Right.
and they're like super savage and whatever. So I thought we were gonna see older ones at some point. They're gonna be like really
Burp, burp, burp.
slow and sick their
Burp, burp,
babies
burp.
on us,
Yeah,
I will
exactly.
be merciful.
Ooh.
So, but now they're just saying,
Yeah.
no, nope, don't get your hopes
Well,
up. Where,
and
that's
then
how it
the
goes.
TOS Gorn was a rubber suit. They
Yeah.
can. It's okay if that
With
gets
with
fixed.
glitter
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, because it's not
Yeah.
like it's not like they took, Sarek and made him a Gorn baby. Like it's not
Right.
they took something that ostensibly is a monster and just made it more monstery.
Right.
Well, okay. So this is kind of the age-old question. Did they need to retcon the Gorn? Or if they wanted these little monster zippies, why not just create a new race? Like Enterprise did with the Xindi. They
Right.
didn't say
Yeah.
like, hey, let's redo Andorians or let's
Yeah.
redo Tholians
Mhm.
into this, right? Well, they did redo the Tholians in a way, but if I remember correctly. But they're just like, hey, we want this and we want that, we want all these things.
Yeah.
Rather than recreate something, why don't we just create something?
Mhm.
And with something like the Gorn, it's obviously like not that big of a deal to redo it because we only saw them like once, so
Yeah.
it's really
Mhm.
not that big of a deal. Look at Trills, right?
Yeah.
Trills were
Yeah.
originally totally different. But anyway, my
I
question
mean,
is,
even if you look at the bridge of the Enterprise and the bridge of the Enterprise, I mean,
updated technologically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
But
like
this is not just technolo. This isn't just
true.
better makeup or better effects. This is like a completely different beast.
Right.
And
Right.
so the other side of that is like, okay, well, we only see him in one episode, so who cares if we change it? But the other side
Mhm.
of that is we only see him in one episode. So is their history and their story so incredible and so amazing that we have to keep it the Gorn rather than just creating a new one? Like
Mhm.
Right.
we're not really losing anything if we create a new alien. You
Right.
lose a lot if you try to recreate the Klingons. You know what I mean? Like you have
Right.
Yes.
to,
Yeah.
Well,
so
yeah.
that's it's kind of a
Well,
double-edged
but with
sword.
the Klingons, we do have that established history, and even Worf brings that up in Deep Space Nine, about the evolution of how the Klingons look.
Yeah.
They were
We do not
aware of
discuss it
that.
with outsiders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the new Klingons were just, why? What for? What purpose did that serve?
So
That's a
Joshua
rhetorical
Reeve brings up a
question.
good,
Because we know
we
the
did
answer.
see the Gorn in one other series. We saw them in
Oh,
Right,
Enterprise.
Enterprise again, and they redid
Yeah.
them in Enterprise. You are
Yes.
correct.
So they
They
were.
Yes.
It was a
did.
we
digital
did?
Gorn.
Oh, right.
It
Yeah.
was like
So
"Rawr," snapping at
yeah,
them.
he was very. It was very dinosaur looking almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
don't remember that.
Enterprise is the culprit.
yeah.
See,
So
there you go.
Enterprise visited. It was in the In a Mirror
Mm.
Darkly
Yeah.
episodes.
Ah.
Yeah. So.
Hmm.
So I mean, we've seen it before. I don't know. I kind of, for as much as I am a purist about some of this stuff, I'm okay with what they did with the Gorn in
Mhm.
Strange New Worlds. I I like that. Okay, for most of Star Trek, it's always the Klingons and the Romulans
Yeah.
and the Borg, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
Right.
mean, we've had so many episodes and series that have dealt with that. And so I liked that they said, okay, what is a Star Trek alien that we've only seen very little of
Hmm.
that's familiar to people, but we could expand on.
Yeah.
And it's
Right.
also like beloved in the lore of Star Trek. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
no, I
exactly.
completely agree with that. Yeah.
Hmm.
We
Hmm.
don't want it. We don't need more Romulans. We don't need more Klingons. We don't need another hero.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
I love that
So it's
movie
great that
too.
they're
And
expanding on
when
other guys. Yeah.
Tina Turner says Raggedy Man, I love when she says that. Sorry.
I didn't see that movie.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
so the point is, everybody, was there more to this story?
Not really. I mean,
Uh,
there was one more
yeah,
quote.
let's jump on it. Okay. Quote, what we do in Star Trek, and you'll see, we
Mhm.
only do it with the Gorn, is that we start by seeing the other. And often we end by engaging our empathy and understanding common ground. That's great. And it doesn't mean that there isn't real evil in the world. And so, what we wanted to do with the Gorn is to give you a monster that, at least at first, seemed irredeemable. All right. So, basically, what they're saying is almost every time we see a new alien bad guy, they either turn out to not be that bad in Star Trek, or there's a bad guy and his buddy who's less of a bad guy, or the leader is nice and the lieutenant is the evil, So there's always kind of like the yin and yang, the good and the bad. What they're trying to say is we just want something that's just bad, 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 unless later on we see something different.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
You guys think he's hinting that the Gorn are gonna turn around and be good,
It
kind of like
Yeah,
Dr.
sounds
Agnes and the
that
they're gonna
Borg?
way.
pass out
Well,
ukuleles and everybody's gonna sing Kumbaya by the end of the episode.
Oh,
well, I would hope that they would approach it more in terms of how we look at the animal kingdom in that the Gorn are really doing what comes naturally to them and
Yeah.
instinctively to them and what is in their nature. And
Hmm.
for us to judge that as good or bad, looking through it through the lens of the Federation or Starfleet, it's not fair to put our way of life onto other
Well, unless
cultures
they're
and
trying to kill
beings.
you,
Right.
then I
Well,
forgive it.
of course, but not, I mean, murder. But if they're, I don't know. I didn't explain that right.
I
No,
No,
it
would
makes
love
you
it
sense.
if
you're
It
looking
totally
at it
makes
from the
sense.
point of like looking at animals, and sometimes, we look at an animal like a tiger or something as like a bad animal or something because it can attack or harm things, but it's like that's just what it does. Hey, relax,
Yeah.
be
Well,
nice
yeah,
to
it's
it.
trying to
why does
It's
it
just
sting
survive.
me?
it's their
Because it's my
nature.
nature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
trying to survive. I
Hmm.
don't want the tiger to die, and I don't want the gazelle to die. But
Yeah.
the tiger
Well,
needs to eat it to survive.
Hmm.
And it's not out of malice, but out of a need for survival.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love
Exactly.
it if they left it as a, okay, we're going to present this peaceful solution to you, but
Right.
then the Gorn just leave. So it's
Right.
like
Ooh.
it's a non-answer. Like, did they accept our terms? So there's
Ooh.
some unease as to like, okay, I think we're good for now, but are we good? I don't know.
Right, which also could then
Hmm.
lead into the Kirk of it and the sort of
Right, exactly. It's like, yeah,
that it's
there's
not
there's a
a
there's a
established
détente,
relationship.
right? There's a
Yeah.
détente between the two uh factions,
Yeah.
and but not a resolution to Gorn are going to keep being Gorn, and the Federation are going to have to be on the lookout.
Going or gonna
Gorn,
gorn.
yeah.
Gorn gonna Gorn,
Born to
man.
be
Hmm.
wild.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That's Chuck A's
It's
favorite.
really good.
He has at a movie theater popcorn. That's what he like.
Popcorn.
Oh,
He likes to eat at home Gorn nuts, barbecue
nice.
flavored.
Ooh.
Who doesn't like corn nuts?
And
You know
who
they
Excellent.
have a
doesn't
new
like
street
barbecue
corn
flavor?
flavor. They have a new street corn
Yes.
flavor. The chili picante is chili. Oh man, my mouth's watering. I better stop. That's good stuff.
I like street corn.
Mm. Yeah, me too.
Really good. I like
Yeah,
that
so now they have
cheese
a new
stuff they
street
put
corn
on it.
flavor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, live chat, let us know what is your favorite flavor of corn nuts? Barbecue, chili picante. I think there's a ranch,
There's a ranch. Yep.
nacho cheese, and this street corn flavor. Maybe it's not new, but it's new to me. I think those are the five.
I feel like I've had like two corn nuts in my life.
I I don't remember the last time I had
Like
corn nuts.
really hard, right?
They are
Really
Yeah,
not
really
so hard.
hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I had corn nuts.
they're
But I
good.
can tell you that flavor-wise, I like things as plain and salty as possible. Or not as salty as possible, but I like them plain.
Joel says Gorn flavored corn nuts.
Oh
That's funny.
my.
Corn
Gorn
corn.
flakes.
Corn,
Yeah.
corn.
Okay.
We're
Anyway, you got to get back to work, everybody. It's getting ridiculous. Okay.
having far too much fun.
Yeah.
All right, it's Tuesday.
It's
I
Tuesday.
forgot.
Oh,
How dare we?
here we go. This is cool. So, how many of you out there like Star Trek Voyager? Oh, okay.
Ooh, ooh, yay!
Okay. Here's a cool email that Creation Entertainment sent out.
Oh,
Beam to Las Vegas for
Ooh.
Voyager celebration. Join us at STLV Trek to Vegas for our huge Star Trek Voyager 30th anniversary celebration, Saturday, August 9th at the Rio in Las Vegas. Here's a taste of what we'll be doing to honor
Ooh.
this groundbreaking show. Because remember, Voyager was groundbreaking
yeah.
for
Yeah,
its
it
time.
was.
Star Trek Voyager 30th anniversary celebration. Here's all our pals. Not you,
Great graphics.
Picardo. Okay. Uh, STLV Trek to Vegas, August 9th, 2025 at the Rio, Las Vegas. Okay. CreationEntertainment.com, CreationENT.com. The full lead cast on stage, including Kate Mulgrew, Jerry Ryan, Robert Beltran, Robert Picardo, Roxanne Dawson, Tim Russ, Garrett Wong, Robert Duncan McNeil, Ethan Phillips, and a whole bunch of other Roberts.
Right?
So many
Um,
Roberts.
then there's this
Bob,
big and beautiful
Bob.
Captain Proton group photo op.
Woohoo!
This is
Whoa.
Cool. So
gorgeous.
cool.
That is so cool.
There's also a special once in a lifetime Voyager group photo op, such as our special black and white Captain Proton photo op.
That's pretty sick.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, sick in a good way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Awesome.
It's so fetch.
Oh, man. Also on Saturday, there's more to this, you guys. The people that helped make the show a huge success behind the scenes, like writer producer Brandon Braga, script coordinator Lolita Faggio, will be on stage. A panel highlighting many of your favorite guest stars, like Martha Hackett, who played Seska, Martin Rayner, who played Dr. Chaotica, and Alicia Coppola, who played Lieutenant Stotty, who was a
Trill.
Betazoid,
Yeah.
the other Trill.
Studer.
Like
Trill.
Suter,
Right.
like Suter, right?
Yeah.
Like
Star Trek
Suter.
and sci-fi
Yeah.
composer Jeff Russo will be performing with a full orchestra at our Saturday evening gala. Did you guys say gala or gala?
What?
Gala.
I say gala.
Okay. Followed by the Roddenberry's Band after party concert.
Whoa.
Nice.
This event is included in gold,
Yes.
captain's chair, and copper packages and can be purchased separately here.
Woohoo!
Is there a
For
purchase
fun
this thing?
times.
Yeah, there is.
Whoa.
Woo!
Okay. You guys are
Nice.
back at this thing, right?
Who
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
what? Yes.
You're back at the email, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Where are we? Here we go. Oh, look, there he is. Jeff Russo, pencil in hand. Looking good. Taking notes. There's more. We will
What?
also be, I said, man, is this one? We will
What?
also be featuring the show that launched a network, which Voyager was, you guys,
Mm-hmm.
throughout our 5-day convention. So there's more than just Saturday. Saturday's the big day, but Harry's Happy Hour with Garrett Wong on Wednesday evening. That'll be fun.
Ooh.
Ethan Phillips in the Rat Pack on Sunday night. New
Fantastic.
video and big news from Voyager documentary executive producer David F. Zappone. He says the F is important, you guys.
Woo! Okay.
I hear
Jerry
that.
Ryan will be attending. That's Jerry Ryan who will be attending Jonathan Del Arco's 80s Alien Dance Party on Friday.
That's crazy.
That was a spoiler.
That's okay. That's okay. We're tough. Robert Duncan McNeil will be featured in a special pop-up on Sunday
Oh,
to be announced.
What?
Ooh.
I think it's gonna
Okay.
be. Is it gonna be He-Man? Wasn't he in He-Man?
Yes,
Masters
he
of the
was.
Universe.
Like the
Masters of
live
the
action
Universe.
He-Man?
Baby.
Yes, he was.
Wasn't it with
Oh.
Ivan Drago or something? Right?
Yeah, and Courtney
Oh,
Cox.
Yup.
yeah.
Yep, with
No,
Dolph
Courtney
Courtney
Lundgren.
Cox, too? Whoa.
And then, of course, autographs and photo ops available throughout the convention. Come and celebrate Star Trek and Voyager at STLV Trek to Vegas August 6th through 10th with pre-registration night on August 5th at the Rio in Las Vegas. Your STLV vibes friend at Creation Entertainment. Okay, so
Whoa.
visit the website here.
excited.
That's
I mean, this
bonkers.
So
is-
exciting.
So it's not even 5 days, it's 5.5 days. What other convention
Yay.
is Comic-Con 5.5 days?
Out? No.
San Diego Comic-Con. I feel like
It's
it's
like
4 or 5,
5.
but I don't think it starts on Tuesday.
4
That's
days.
madness.
It does.
4
Oh, no.
days.
I'm thinking creation starts on Tuesday. Kind of.
That's the pre-party.
No, it does. I mean, if there's an open vendors room and there's open
Right.
programming
Is
actually happening on Tuesday, that's a 6th day.
Is registration on Tuesday? Like pre-registration?
Mhm.
Whoa. Does
But
does
also,
that mean that the vendor room is open that evening?
ooh,
Yes.
Holy smokes.
It's a 6th day. That's almost too much day.
What the hell?
that's so exciting.
Jenny's checking her flight. She's like, hang on a second. What have I done?
Yeah,
Jenny
I'll
gets
be
in that
there.
morning. You'll be
Yeah.
there.
I know. Exactly.
She'll
Exactly.
be there.
Oh my God.
Okay, so for this Voyager panel, are we gonna get? Are we making guarantees of Tim Russ laugh?
Oh man, that laugh is so good.
Definitely.
That laugh could feed
Definitely.
like 20 people for
Yeah.
a week.
I
It sure would.
I need that laugh. I
I
need to
love
experience
that
it in person.
video because
Let me see
Beltran
if I can
and
find it.
Tim Russ together.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was the perfect combo.
Yeah.
Oh,
And one of the things I love the most
absolute
about that
best.
is like Beltran seeing him laughing and loving it and doing more. Like he's just
Yes.
feeding on it, you know?
Yes.
Is there anything cooler than seeing Star Trek actors from a Star Trek show and you see them in real life being friends?
There's
Isn't that
nothing
great?
cooler than
I
that.
love it.
Love
There's
it.
nothing cooler than that.
That's like, Akiva, and they were talking about how they loved seeing and now the conclusion.
Mhm.
For me, it's one of those little things that when you see that the cast gets along with each other outside of work
Oh, yeah.
and that they've become friends over the years and everything, that adds to that
Mhm.
the ambiance of the show for me.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I mean, the TNG crew, like, I can barely handle it. I can barely handle how much they love each other. I cannot handle it. They love each other so much.
Oh my God, I actually found it. Cool.
Nice.
All right. How did I do it? Okay, let me see. How
Only
do
it's
I?
like only it's like there's 7 of them.
Okay, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to cue it up.
It's like Love Island.
Okay. And then I'm going to do this. Okay. So here we go, everybody. Treat yourself to Robert Beltran's stand up with Tim Russ giggles.
Yay!
Is it a giggle? More like a cackle.
It is
It's a
more of
cackle.
Kind of a
It's a
cackle.
cackle.
Oh,
And
it's
he's
so
almost
good.
on the floor.
It's
He's
a
basically on the
crackle-ackle, I
floor.
think. It's a crackle-ackle.
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 Was like from Brooklyn, and then there was this other guy that was like very English. What are you doing in our airspace? And the guy behind him was going, yeah, what are you doing here? I never could figure out why all the alien bad guys had English accents, you know? I always wanted one to be, at least one to be like Latino, you know? Hey, what are you doing in our airspace, eh?
And can I just pause it here and say God bless Tim Russ for putting the microphone up to his
I know,
mouth
right?
to laugh.
For the laughing.
This is rule number 1 in like radio or television or entertainment. Laugh into the mic so they can hear you
Yeah.
laughing, so that they know you're laughing.
Yes.
Otherwise, they laugh. They got the microphone down. They're laughing. It's like, let people know you're laughing.
Yeah.
Hook him up.
That's
Make
awesome.
him look good. Anyway, kudos to him.
And you didn't even bring a beer? But there was one that was like from Brooklyn, and then there was this other guy that was like very English.
Okay,
That
we
last
got
laugh
it.
is like a
already
firework.
dying.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's
that was incredible.
Oh, I
Mhm.
love that.
National treasure, Tim Russ.
Yes.
The guy that gets the
absolutely.
Vulcan neck pinch from Picard in
That's right.
Starship Mine.
That's
What
right.
was his name? Like Devore or something like that?
Something
Maybe the
like
other guy
that.
was Devore.
I don't
Oh.
remember.
Okay.
That was great.
So look forward to that, hopefully. Matt, what if he doesn't laugh on stage? What if he's on stage for 47 minutes
He was
and
Devore.
doesn't laugh?
He would be Devore of laughter.
Nice.
Well,
I would be
take
very
it.
sad, actually. I would be very sad. But I don't know if it's possible because Tim loves to laugh.
Yeah. I mean, even
He's-
during the strike when Beltran was like saying some things he shouldn't have been saying on stage.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
Tim was laughing.
he was still cracking up. He was like,
Wow, what a good audience.
because it was funny. I mean, it actually was funny.
Well,
Like,
isn't that
it
when
wasn't
they
funny for
started-
everyone, but it was funny. Like, and Tim was.
Well,
It's
isn't that when they
funny in a
started doing their
vacuum.
Bob
Yes,
Picardo
exactly.
impersonations about the messages he would leave on their phones about how his doctor figurine was selling more than theirs.
Oh, that's great.
It was
That's
Beltran,
amazing.
Garrett, and I forget who else.
Who
was
did the
doing it.
impression?
Garrett. It was both Garrett and Bob. They both do
Oh, that's
a
hilarious.
Bob Picardo impersonation. Oh, well, hello. I just wanted to call you, Garrett, and let you know that my figure sold more than your figure this week at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it as well. Ryan does a really good Bob Picardo.
It was an accident, but I will say that Matt, Melissa was judging you hard right there. I was watching her. It was like you were in the Olympics doing gymnastics, and she was like she was really like focused. Like she's like, okay, let's see what he's got here. Okay, I see, nice dismount. Okay, It's really like
but I lost some style points for tenor there. You know.
Mm.
Can I
Okay.
be honest? I tuned out for a second because somebody walked in and I was like, I wonder who's out there. I wonder who's home. I
That's what that
wonder
look
who's
was.
here. Wait, somebody's here.
I guess you have to do it again, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. And then I was thinking about the shirt that's on the floor that I've been painting, and and I'm like, oh,
I hear
well,
that.
maybe if I do this, and my brain goes sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
No offense. It just sometimes I get I get distracted.
Yeah.
My brain
Oh my
gets
god.
distracted.
Okay, live chat. Let us know of all the Star Trek actors you have heard giggle, cackle, laugh, chortle. Who has the funniest or best laugh, if not Tim Russ?
Oh, not better than Tim Russ, but I do have a up there person. What should I tell you?
I mean, we might as well. We're live, so we got to say something.
No,
We can't just be
but
like,
no-
I'm not telling you guys
I'm
nothing.
not
They're
selling.
waiting.
Yeah.
No, but Nana has the best laugh.
Oh,
She
big
has
Oh,
laugh.
yeah.
Yes.
a fantastic laugh. It's up there with Tim Russ. Yeah.
Wow. That's a good one. I mean, it's no Cisco.
Oh,
But-
that's good.
Uh,
But
I
Nana gets
hear-
her whole body into
Yeah,
it
oh.
too, like Tim
Mhm.
does.
She projects
Everything. Yes, it's great.
mouth wide open, like she
Comes
goes
from
for
the
it.
soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda Stevenson says Michael Dorn.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if I've ever even
Ooh.
seen
Have you
him
seen
laugh.
like in like blooper clips?
Oh yeah.
I
yeah.
actually just saw one. I
Oh,
just saw one
yes.
today.
It is
Yeah.
definitely a
Yeah.
full-bodied laugh.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's so funny. Chuck A says Brent Spiner is Data. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Uh,
funny.
Yeah.
VFX Art DS, Derek Smith says, ooh, that's tough. Andrew
Mhm.
Robinson, Nana Visitor.
Nice.
Good ones. Chris Marshall agrees about Michael Dorn. Mark Zutkov says Jenny R. Johnson, more than Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
We're off on a tangent here. We're talking about Mary Poppins.
We love to laugh.
Loud and long.
Oh,
and
Linda
clear.
Anderegg says Jerry Ryan has a great laugh.
Oh,
That's a good
she
one.
does. Yes, she really does.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a nice one.
Yeah, she does.
I don't
Okay.
know that I've heard it.
does. Yeah.
Joel says Patrick Stewart when he gets stabbed through the heart as Picard.
Nice.
Or, or what about was that the
Oh, no, that was like
that's from the Naked
when
Now.
Beverly
In the Naked Now.
the Naked Now when Beverly's like, "Oh, Picard, I'm feeling so warm." And he goes, that was pretty fun.
Oh my god.
And I was like, "What did
I love how
did I just imagine that?"
I love how we all know that from that noise. Like we just know the noise.
Yeah. Anyway,
Nailed it.
Oh my god.
okay. So up next, what is next?
Wow.
Did we finish talking
That's
about
really nice.
What's that?
There's a nice compliment in the live chat. Thanks, Mars.
Share it.
Oh, Melissa Longo does have a great laugh.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Oh, there it is. My favorite laugh is Melissa Longo's.
That's so nice.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Joshua Reeves says Alexander Rozhenko's in Cost of Living. Ha!
Oh!
I love that.
Yeah.
Amanda says Picard skip in the Naked Now. I remember that
Oh,
too
yeah.
so well. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
what the heck was did I just see?
I just
Yeah.
love the like
A little-
business he interjects into that episode. It's just like
Okay. Anyway,
oh my god.
I'd like to know if Colm Meaney has a good laugh. I've heard that he's gregarious, but I
Right.
want to see evidence of this.
All
I
right.
want to see it.
That's a gauntlet thrown, folks, for those who are going to see him in
Yeah.
person.
Oh my God. In person, where?
In
Oh, right.
Vegas.
Vegas.
Oh,
STLV.
full circle. We're right back. Very nice. Looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome. So anyway, Voyager is a show that deserves to be celebrated because the 25th anniversary got cut short by a little thing called COVID. Remember people
Yeah.
before at the beginning well, at that time I think they were calling it coronavirus.
They were.
This coronavirus, but then everyone was like people tried to make it sound like cool. They're like, "Oh, I call it the vid or I call it,
Yeah.
corona whatever." The point is, it was not cool. And
Corona.
right.
Right.
And
Sorry, it's so random.
Voyager had its 25th anniversary cut short because of that. And before that, the
Yeah.
20th anniversary, other things happened. So everybody come on out, show your love. Who knows? It may be their last convention. Maybe they're just holding out for this one final convention. Maybe some of them.
WTF.
It's entirely possible. They're just saying, look, I've been doing this for 30 years. I need to chill. So
Ew.
get those photo ops, get those autographs, laugh in the audience, ask Tim a funny question when you go up in line to ask a question to get him to laugh. And it'll be a good time. Sure got quiet.
Yeah.
We're like,
You guys still thinking about like the
And?
last time? Okay.
and
Okay.
I don't
It's-
like the last time.
It's going to be sad when people retire. I mean, right? Some of them are retiring.
what?
Well, look, when was the last time you guys saw Avery Brooks?
Oh, that's so sad.
2008. I got my picture taken with him at STLV.
Oh, good
Aw.
for you.
Yeah.
Who's to say others aren't going to be retiring,
Son of a bee.
Or they could all be like Shatner and never retire.
This.
He is their captain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What
It
would
is
Shatner
amazing
do?
that
Exactly.
they pretty much have not retired.
Yeah.
The overwhelming majority of them. Even
Mhm.
Walter and George from the original series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like in their thousands and they're still doing it. Some of them are still working, so they don't come often, like the Scott Bakulas of the world.
Right.
Mhm.
Things like that. But for the most part, How lucky
Yeah.
are we that they also go like, fine, I'll do a
Yeah.
convention for the fans and be
Yeah.
fun on stage. I think it's great.
Isn't it?
It is.
Well,
Okay.
Isn't it?
I always wonder if they have as much fun at these things as like the rest of us do. Now, maybe obviously, I can't say that it's like, oh, I can't wait to see all those fans there, but
Some of
maybe
them
the
do.
opportunity to see the people that they worked with that they
Oh,
don't normally get to
absolutely.
see throughout the
Yeah,
year.
totally.
Absolutely. Well, family reunion.
Yeah.
Like we know
Yeah.
that TNG
I
people
love
love
it.
each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do the
I
Deep
can't
Space Nine
handle
people.
it.
Not all like I know you know how Terry and Nana are really right,
Mm.
Melissa. You know that they're.
Rumors.
No, I
Starting
love
rumors
there's like
here.
this picture of
Mhm.
them hiking together that goes
Yeah.
around always in front of. They're
Yes.
such
Yeah.
good pals. I love it.
Yeah. And
But
Chase Masterson doesn't get along with anybody.
oh yeah, what a monster.
I know.
Arrgh.
Okay. We're doing a lot of good here so far, everybody. So check this out. Before you go to Vegas, I think you might be able to go to Risa.
Oh yeah.
This is from our other favorite website, massivelyop.com.
Yeah.
I'm
Ooh.
reading that right?
Yeah,
Massivelyop.com.
overpowered.
Oh, I thought it was like original content. No, that's OC. I thought it was Ocean Pacific.
Ocean Pacific.
Nice.
Reading processor.
Okay, Star Trek Online reopens the summertime vacation planet of Risa with new cosmetics and T6 ship.
Mhm.
What's
Here's
this all
some
about,
shit.
Melissa? I don't know anything about Star Trek Online, but you do.
It's a fun game.
Only a little bit, yeah. But it seems fun during the month of July through July 30th, actually, or maybe they said till the end, that this event is happening again. They did it last year, I believe, and then this year, I'm not looking. And this year, they are doing it again, and you can buy like different kinds of things, like jackets and shorts and makeup sunscreen for your avatars or your
Makeup for
game
your
people,
character?
like colorful sunscreen for your character when they're on
Nice.
Risa. And there's
love
like
that.
rainbow, I can't remember if it's a rainbow shirt or a rainbow shorts, but you can, take your clothes off, get some new clothes, and then go to Risa and have
It's a
fun.
I love it.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Does
Nice
it you
clothes.
you can take your clothes off in Star Trek Online?
No.
Well,
You
not
change your
like
You change your
clothes.
clothes.
Oh, okay.
Change your
Change
Yeah.
your
outfit.
clothes.
There
Change
are
your-
some games that are like that. They're just like, how real do you
Yeah.
want it to be?
Tell us about them, Ryan.
$4.99. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't played a video game since like I was a kid. But I was always playing like the sport games. I was like, I had to
Same.
stop because
Mm.
I would play entire seasons of
Mhm.
football or basketball or football, even hockey if I was really
I
feeling
do
lame.
baseball
There
season.
you know what?
Or
Just
FIFA.
like,
There's a fun
just chill,
FIFA
would
game.
you?
Why? Hockey's it's fine.
Hey,
What?
Dr. Muhammad Noor's in the live chat.
The guy that starts all the fights in Star Trek, isn't it?
Yeah, speaking of people who don't get along with anyone.
Oh man,
I
that guy's
know.
always out there, you know,
He puts the
Curmudgeon-y. He's
Nor
so
in Muhammad
curmudgeon-y.
negative
He
Nancy
just
he is.
walks into conventions and just starts punching people.
Yeah, I mean
With
that's kind of fun
chocolate.
though.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. People are like, do me next to this shoulder. You know?
Yeah.
Like, all right. Okay. So good to see you,
Oh.
Dr. Muhammad Noor. Dr. Muhammad Noor, we were talking about Voyager's 30th anniversary being featured at Star Trek Las Vegas in a big, big, big way. They're going to be celebrated in a way they've never been celebrated before. But Muhammad, do you know of anybody else personally that will also be featured and celebrated in Las Vegas?
Just said, "Does anybody want
I
a
know.
punch?"
Does anyone want? He's doling them out, everybody.
He's so generous.
I know.
Yeah, violent. What was the
But so
thing
pleasant
that
about it.
Yeah,
what we expected versus what we got? That's
we
what it
got
was, right?
expectations.
Expectations. There it is. Man, it's been too
Getchins.
long. Anyway, the answer to the trivia question is Dr. Mohammed Noor will be speaking at STLV. You do not want to miss that.
Woo!
Mohammed says Column seems like a
Yay!
good choice, but also Mohammed.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, back to work,
Yeah.
everybody. Oh, so tell us more about Star Trek Online, Melissa and Matt.
Oh, well, it was just
Thing on?
the article about Risa going to Risa. I thought that was kind of cool. They do some really cool stuff at Star Trek Online.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
That
Well,
is
and
really awesome.
I
very
so I
immersive.
remember when they announced Star Trek Online at the 2008 STLV.
A lot
And
happened in 2008, eh?
I know, right? That was it was the last year at the Rio, or not the Rio, last year at the Hilton.
The Hilton.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Before,
Oh
yeah,
my
it
right before
God.
and they gave you
The
an
experience
opportunity to
closed.
go. Yep.
Oh,
But so I bought a lifetime membership for the game back then.
Ah, nice.
And so,
Nailed it.
I haven't played as much recently,
Yeah.
but it's fun to pop in, and they do some really, really cool stuff. Like when they updated Deep Space Nine, it's with the sets are
yeah.
more accurate and
Oh,
everything.
that's so cool.
It's really, really
Yeah.
cool. They have a like a magnificent Ferengi type
Yeah, they
mission
do.
that you can go on, or a set of missions, which I absolutely loved and cracked up at.
Hmm.
Because Aaron was part of that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he was a part of the campaign that says hashtag play a Ferengi.
Yeah.
I love that. That's
So
awesome.
so yeah,
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'd like log in and check out. Right, I don't think I've ever been to Risa in the game, but yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah.
It's a
Check it
fun little
out.
thing. Yeah.
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 Well, that's cool.
It is cool.
Also, last thing on Dr. Noor, um, it may happen, it may not happen. At the end of the convention, maybe you'll think that was Dr. Noor's panel was the best panel I've seen this entire week. Who knows, right? I mean, he's got a puncher's chance, right? That was a
Yeah.
big setup for a small joke.
Exactly.
Anyway, right now he's laughing politely, even though nobody can hear it. Thank you, Mohammed. All right, back to
Oh,
work. Yes.
Robert Kaiser says, and I think he's right about this, Star Trek Online is basically a virtual Star Trek theme park with a story to play through.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, I
is
would agree.
great.
Well
smart, yeah.
A lot of
said.
fun.
Well
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
Mhm.
And very detailed. And you can do a lot of things in a lot of different places
Yeah.
and a lot
Mhm.
of different ships and
Yeah, you can go through the
It's a
wormhole, you
different,
can go to
yeah.
Bajor, you can go
so
to
cool.
Romulus, you can
Mhm.
go
Mm.
to Kronos, you can go to Starfleet Academy.
I want to go to
That's
Kronos.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think it
I
smells
wanna go
like?
to all of them.
Sort of a peaty, like lilac.
Petey.
I mean, I was thinking like peaty. Okay, I can get on board. It's sort of like smoky. Okay, yeah. I feel like Klingons be burning fires, you know?
Okay.
Well, but remember
Yeah.
what they said Worf smells like when O'Brien
Right.
and Bashir are giving him
Lilac.
But
with a hint
I
of lilac.
I think that might be unique to Worf though, because he's a unique Klingon.
He's yeah, he's
I
fancy.
feel like he's probably more cleanly than some other Klingons.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Yeah,
You
one
can't go
would
to
think.
Romulus anymore because it doesn't exist in the game anymore. That's right. It blew up the Hobus sector
That's crazy. Ah,
after the
that's
2009.
so crazy.
Okay.
Ah,
Right.
My bad.
whoa, man, that's actually wild. That's really cool.
So real quick,
Oh. Can you go to
Here's
beta Z?
something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's a picture of my cat wondering how big of a jerk he's going to be today.
Aw,
He's
What?
nice.
so
What?
cute.
Look how nice.
Look at the fluffiness.
Oh my
Little
god.
mouth.
Look at
He's
him.
so
I bet he
cute.
gives the best yawns, doesn't he?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big old fluffy, sharp tooth yawns.
Such a big floof.
Okay, relax, everybody. All right. Okay, so the point is, up next, this is from a website called TrekCentral.net. Everybody knows that TrekCentral.com was already taken, as was org, as was TV.
Hey, hang on
So-
1 second. I have a question. I have another question about Star Trek Online. Is it like, can you just go in and just go around? Do you like have to do what they tell you to do, or can you just do whatever you want?
You can, okay, you can travel to different locations, and there are
Yeah.
some locations that are considered zones that are not like you have to have a purpose to be there, right? You can just kind of stop
Right.
by and hang out.
Okay,
and
that
walk
makes
around.
sense.
Right. But there are some that you do have to have like a mission that
Okay.
takes you there. Yeah.
But okay, sorry. I have too many questions. Okay.
Take me there.
I have too many. I'm like, okay, no. I have like 3 more questions that are gonna follow on that. So I'm not gonna ask them right now because it's too much. But yeah, check out Star Trek Online, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where were you? Sorry,
Take
Trek Central.
me
Let's
there.
go.
Woo!
Trek
So our-
Central.
Our
Huzzah.
buddy Mark Sutkoff in the live chat does a quote. He says, extremely small ensign. And I'm trying to remember, what was that quote from? It was TNG. And somebody was like, said something like, I was just trying to make a joke, or I was just trying to make a small laugh.
Oh, extremely small
That-
ensign. That
that
was
was
Picard to someone,
Spock.
wasn't
To,
it?
yeah,
No,
but
that
to-
was
oh,
Oh.
That was
original
Spock. That's an
series.
original series.
Spock
Yeah.
to whom?
In Trials and
Chekhov.
Tribulations. Right.
Yeah.
We just
But
saw
I thought it was
that.
Chekhov, but was Chekhov an ensign? I didn't realize he was an ensign.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there we go. We
Mhm.
nailed it.
Yeah.
It only
It
took
was in
4
the
of us
opening
5 minutes to get it.
scene.
That was in the
It was the
Lappies
opening s-
a couple years
Oh,
back.
right.
Mhm.
Extremely small ensign.
Ensign.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was making a little joke.
And he
That's
And
what it
then
said
he
was.
like,
said, I made a little joke. Yeah, it was in the opening scene.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Nailed
So
it, everybody.
here it is, everybody. We did it. Up next, TrekCentral.net, celebrating Pride with the Star Trek universe. So this one is cool because, I mean, is this on July 1st? Okay, it's June 30th. So this was yesterday. They were closing out Pride Month by saying, here was
Yeah.
all the things. I think that's cool because, as you know, with months like Black History Month or Pride Month, everybody's so gangbusters on the day one,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
February 1st, Black History Month, June
Yeah.
1st, Pride. By like June 26th, people are like, yeah. Man, but I think it's cool when people keep it
It's
like,
cool.
Agreed.
you got to keep it going. And
Yeah.
you know what?
Absolutely.
It's July 1st and we can still keep it going.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Melissa, you had a sale going on all month, right?
I did. Yeah.
That was
Yep.
beautiful.
All month
Mhm.
for Pride Month. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at this. This is great. Sorry, there's a lot of pop-ups on this website. Great
Yeah,
content. Too many
unfortunately.
pop-ups. Here we go.
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful graphic they made.
Yeah. So pretty.
Ooh, I like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I approve.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then they have a list of Star Trek show episodes that you could watch to help celebrate Pride even
Nice.
further. And it's wonderful because it goes all the way back to TOS.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Nice.
Mhm. Yeah.
Episode
Very
TOS.
cool.
Oh man, these are so great. Look at this one.
Let's see
I'm
them.
gonna pull this one up. I'm doing it as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
that somewhere before and I can't remember where.
That is a cover, isn't, or it's some of the art by the person who
For-
did the cover for a comic? Was it not?
Right. Yes, you
Yeah.
are correct.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's
You guys
great.
remember the
Yeah.
pins that they were handing out last year at STLV?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
Wait, I have one of those. Yeah. Yeah.
Dropped it. This one.
I think I
Oh
do.
wait, here, hang on.
I think it's on my bulletin board.
That
Oh,
one?
not that. I didn't get that one. Whoa, that's super
Yeah,
nice.
hot.
Whoa.
Somebody was handing that out
That's
in
lovely.
Nashville. Yeah, it's great.
Oh,
That's so cool.
Nashville.
So
Mhm.
live chat, if anything, let us know what you did to celebrate Pride Month. Did you donate to things? Did you go to marches? Did you say hello to your friends? Did you marry someone? You know, what did you
Aw.
do? What did you do? If anything, no pressure. If you didn't, no pressure. Maybe you just supported your friends, and that's okay too.
Mm.
I supported my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
Aw.
I
getting
support
married
your
in
brother too.
October.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's so
What
cool.
day in October?
Mm.
Now I gotta remember.
That's okay.
Just remember,
Didn't mean to put
just
you-
remember it's in
No
October.
worries. All right. Cool. Dead Purple 7 says, I got 3 at STLB. You lucky.
Ooh, that's cool.
Wow. Oh,
Amanda Stevens. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, Amanda Stevenson says I was myself. That's
Oh,
awesome.
I love that.
Woo.
I
Oh
love
my
that.
God. Dead Purple 7 says she went to over 30 Pride events. How
Oh,
did you
cool.
do that?
Wow.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's
How-
amazing.
How did you do that?
is
In
You must have like
30 days?
stacked a weekend and then
Yeah. Went to
right.
like 9
sprinkled
in
the
a
rest
weekend.
in. Yeah. That's crazy. Oh my
Good
God.
job. Well done.
Mhm.
All right. Anyway,
Mm.
so that's great. And everybody keep it going. Just because the month is
Yeah.
over doesn't mean you gotta like suddenly put that away.
Exactly.
Mhm.
See, you pronounce the T again.
Guess it depends on exactly. Am I saying the T?
She's very exact with her exact.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Okay, this is something.
What?
Thanks, Jenny.
But what is it?
TrekCentral.net also says
Gasp.
Fan Homes Star Trek Picard SS Elios and the Shrike review. Whoa, Elios
Whoa.
and Shrike.
And
Oh my God.
I'll be honest that I put this in the email before I read the article. I was just like, oh, ships, let's do it. And I didn't realize it was a review.
No, this is cool.
But even though you're
this
just
will be fun.
pointing out that they exist, which is, and they're
Yeah.
gorgeous.
They are
Well, because
gorgeous.
the Matt is going to give us a review of it right now as we scroll through the pic tours. What do you think of this, Matt?
I love the Elios.
Oh my
and
God, yeah.
I think it's
Gorgeous.
just it's a fun design that has so the history of it is that it's a next generation era ship,
hmm
but by the time we get to the Picard 25th century, most of them have been retired and they're now kind of civilian ships and everything like that. So I I love this design. I wish I hope we get an opportunity to see more of it.
How are only
Yeah.
2 people inside this whole giant ship? That's nuts.
It's not a
It is
ve-
nuts.
It's not very big.
No, but
Yeah.
look, these are windows. That's huge.
Let's
This is
see how many decks.
This
do
is a
we
always
have?
my
bridge.
question.
How are there only 2 people in that whole thing?
It's not that
Oh, you're right.
big.
It fits in a hand. You're right.
Yeah. But also like when you think about when the shuttlecraft was like docked with it,
Yeah, it's a
Like, it's-
very
yeah, like
So
it's
pretty.
I mean, it's big in that it's a ship. How would it compare size-wise to the Defiant?
Well,
Oh, it's
It looks
okay,
about
I've
the
seen
same.
people
smaller, I
say it's
think.
about the size of an Oberth, but that doesn't seem right because it seems like it only has like 2 decks to it.
So it's a Klingon ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These deck jokes never get
Hey-o.
old.
Oh no.
So it has only 2 decks, this ship.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that is actually smaller than I expected. But what about the Defiant? How many decks? I think it has 7, doesn't it? 6 or 7?
Does it?
He's typing, you guys. This is
Folks.
Matt's typeface. Bold typeface.
5.
5, okay.
5. Well,
Five.
okay. Some people say 5, some people say 4. I don't know. But yeah.
Oh, but
Hmm.
what's the answer? What's the correct?
Well, I don't know.
Because there is an answer to this.
There is. I do think it's 5. We'll go with 5.
Bob D says, "Welcome to Friday, everybody." Hey, I resent
Hey.
that.
Hey.
He's saying he's accusing
Wait
us
a
of having
minute.
fun. That we are not here to have fun. That's what Picard said.
Line is drawn
One
here
of the-
and no further.
But the news can be fun. Why not?
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
It's nice when the news is fun.
The news is
It's nice when
always
the news
fun,
is
you
fun.
guys.
The
Okay.
Star Trek news.
Yeah.
Hmm. Kind of. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so check this out, you guy. But which one am I talking about? Okay.
Check what out. Ooh,
Who's that girl?
nice. Joshua Reeves says
Oh.
the Helios is 119.7 meters long.
Okay, so about 400 feet.
Okay. But how
Give-
big is the Defiant then?
I think it's 375 or something like that, Matt. That's a total guess.
Yeah. I
A
have to-
typing face.
170 meters.
Oh, half that. So the Helios is twice as big as the Defiant.
Weird.
No, 170
No, no.
meters. Sorry, so that's like 550.
Yeah, so 560
feet.
feet. Yeah.
So it is bigger.
Yeah.
The Defiant's bigger.
Defiant's
Yes.
bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense. Yeah.
But only like,
That
you know,
does.
50% bigger, 40% bigger.
But they
Huh.
have different, like the Defiant doesn't have nacelle type things.
True.
Right.
True.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's all beef with the Defiant.
Right.
The Helios is only half beef and
Yeah.
half like hot dog nacelles.
Right.
You know, it's like a patty and 2 hot dogs rather than just one big, you know, quarter pounder.
No.
That was an old Cheech and Chong thing.
Nice kid.
I don't remember what he was saying. He's like, hey, you got a quarter pounder, eh?
You and Beltran should go on the road.
No, I think it's funnier when he does it, and I probably shouldn't.
Ooh, what's this?
Okay.
Okay. Approximate
Fun.
travel time from Earth to each planet by spacecraft.
Oh, I love this.
I know.
Here it
I
comes.
nerded out.
Who's gonna win? Which one's gonna win? Hey, wait a minute. How come there are only 8 planets? Oh wait, that's 8
no.
other than Earth. So they're including
Oh! No, the moon's
They're
there too.
including the moon
oh, they're in
as well.
the moon. Okay. So the moon's
Yeah.
gonna win. And then
Yeah.
Mars, right? This one.
Yeah.
And then Venus would be next.
Yeah.
And then Mercury.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so this is probably Mars.
No, that's
And this
Mercury.
is probably Mercury.
No,
Well,
that's Mars.
That's Mars,
Okay.
yeah.
and then
Mars
this is
is
That's
red.
Mercury.
Mercury.
Yeah.
I thought Mercury
Yeah.
was also kind of reddish too, though, but maybe not.
Oh.
This would be Jupiter, would be wait, no. Saturn would be next. And then Jupiter. And I never remember which one's Uranus and which one
Uranus
is
is
Neptune.
first. Wait.
So this is Uranus
Oh,
has
good
the rings,
question.
or there's rings around Uranus.
No.
I think Uranus is this one, and Neptune has the rings.
Neptune has
Neptune
rings?
has the wings.
Now,
Oh.
yeah, they've just found them out recently or something like that. Anyway, the point is we sound like
I love
dummies.
science.
Yeah, we sound terrible.
Ben Genium says Venus is faster than Mars.
Okay, we're about to find out.
Oh. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
no, that makes sense. Yeah.
it would be closer.
Yeah.
It certainly is
Hey.
closer to Earth in size.
It
It's nearly
is.
identical in size, whereas
Matchy
Mars is like a
matchy.
third the size. Let's find
Yeah.
out. Here's the race. Here's the
Here
race.
we
I'm
go.
gonna pause it. Okay, Moon wins. Ooh,
Whoa.
look at
Yeah.
this race. Look at that.
Wait. Oh,
Moon
it's still
wins
going?
3 days.
No, I just paused
Oh.
it
Yeah.
for 1 second.
Okay.
Now we're still at now we're at 2 seconds. Okay, so they're basically identical, these two guys.
Oh, I like this. This is fun.
It is fun.
Oh,
Oh, but
Venus
Oh.
wins by a nose.
By a nose. Then Mars.
I am on.
Whoa,
By
crazy.
1 month.
That's so
Yeah.
interesting.
And then next is Jupiter. And
Whoa!
next is
Whoa!
Mercury.
Uranus.
What?
Okay, so Uranus is the one with the rings. So now, so I guess
Oh.
people didn't know that there's rings around Uranus, but there they are.
I knew. I knew. Because it's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
That there's a
Rings
lot-
That's
around
why I
Uranus.
remembered.
That scientists are discovering that there's a ton of methane gas in Uranus.
Yes, that
Yeah.
was
So-
funny.
Also, Mercury is so far away. I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's
That's
kind of
so
like how
crazy.
Venus is hotter than Mercury, even though
Yeah.
Mercury is closer to the sun
Yeah.
because
Is
of all the gas.
yeah,
and
because it's all
stuff.
stinky. Venus is inhospitable to life, or at least
They're-
life as we
they're-
know it.
They're all inhospitable. You see.
Well, I mean,
But some moons, you never know.
exactly.
Never know.
Europa. Maybe
That's
not.
what
That's
I'm
more
talking
oceany.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Little moon, little Ganymede.
Water World.
Yeah. Ganymede.
Io.
Yeah. Ceres. Let's just keep saying moons.
Luna.
Yeah, that's one.
Callisto.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Are we having a poll? Oh,
Nope.
yeah. Yay! This is exciting.
So,
Sorry, my brother's visiting from out
Alpha
of town, so I was just
Centauri.
saying bye to him. Anyway, back to work, everybody. Alpha Centauri.
yeah. I can't believe how far Mercury is. That is information I did not know before.
Well,
That is
and it's
very
kind
exciting.
of mind-boggling to think how long it takes to get to these places.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 3 days is kind of reasonable.
Yeah.
It's the moon.
I saw today a because you know how the planets are like around the sun.
They don't
and
do
it's-
that at all. No.
Well, it's not
No,
that,
you're
but it's like
confused. I think you're confused.
So, but also the sun is like
Is moving.
moving.
Hurling through space. Hurtling.
I really like that. That
So
actually, I
they're
think
actually
some,
going like this.
yeah, like I think some people get kind of freaked out by that. That idea, when I start thinking about the size of the universe, it makes my brain go quiet because it's just too much. And I'm just like,
Mohammed posted something kind of mind-boggling
Ooh.
in the chat. He said, if I remember correctly, no spaceship has survived on the surface of Venus for more than a few hours before being destroyed.
amazing.
By Venus
Whoa.
monsters?
Whoa, I know a Venus monster, but whoa.
That's so cool. Ah, science.
This is devolving quickly. Sorry, Dr. Noor.
Portman.
Okay, so the
Mind
point is we're just about out of
blown.
time here, everybody. So let's talk about the week ahead. Okay?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the week behind first. Yesterday,
Sorry,
You need to do more squats.
leg press. So the week behind was really yesterday. Imaginary friend. Everybody's favorite imaginary
Squats.
friend.
They were knocking down the door for some imaginary friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were banging on
Few
it.
more squats because of the week behind.
It's a real problem.
I love this day.
I know, right?
I love this show. It's so much fun. Thanks for being here, everyone. The news can be fun.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you're ready for more fun,
Yes.
so that was yesterday, imaginary friend, everybody.
Where can you
Then-
find that?
On the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
On the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, check it out. The full review is up. You are gonna, oh man, you're gonna love it. It is so, oh boy.
The review
It's
is
definitely a word. But I can't think of it right now. I don't have enough words. Anyway, the point is that this coming Thursday, July 3rd, well, that's my friend Glenn's birthday. I should wish him a happy birthday. He writes me on my
Oh.
birthday. I should write him on his.
No.
We remember every year.
Yeah.
Anyway, but July 3rd is a Thursday, which means we will be reviewing new Star Trek Strange New Worlds 2 weeks from that day on Thursdays
Whoa.
at
Oh
6
my
p.m. Pacific,
gosh.
9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Okay,
Whoa.
very nice. That's Joey Lawrence.
Yes.
6. Yeah. From Blossom.
Yeah.
There's a Family Guy joke where what's his name, Quagmire goes like, "Oh, you mean Blossom?" But I'm not gonna say what the lead up
Oh
to that
God.
was.
Giggity.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
Giggity,
gonna
giggity,
tell
goo.
it when we stop recording,
Yeah, maybe.
right?
Maybe. The point is, everybody, that this coming Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the virtual TrekCon YouTube channel. That's right. Come right back here for Star Trek and chill. We're not going to be nearly as serious as we were today. We're going to laugh, have a good time. So don't worry. If you thought this episode was kind of stiff, you want Star Trek and chill, we're going to giggle. Maybe. Or we might be super serious. But then on Sunday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, tune in for, what is it? There it is. Oh, this is everybody's favorite. Our TNG Season 5 review spectacular.
Man, can you believe that?
Oh, man,
I know
Wow.
already.
It's definitely a thing.
That is bonkers.
Time flies when you're having fun through seasons 3 through 5. I'm telling you, that first year felt pretty slow. Like it just felt like is this another bad episode? Ah, shoot. Like, are we gonna lose ratings? Is Sirach gonna rage quit? Like, what's happening? Is Denise gonna yell at us? Like, what's gonna, But then, I'd be like, see, you guys, this one was pretty good, right? And they're like, no, it was terrible. And I'm like, I'm trying. Anyway, but now it's actually a lot of great episodes.
Yeah.
Like Imaginary Friend. So check out the season 5 review special. Then on Monday at also, then after that on Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we have a review. It's the first Sunday of the month. So we have a review of
Get your cookies. That's right.
the original series with Walter Koenig. The episode is Gamesters of Triskelion. Gamesters of Triskelion with Walter Koenig. Then on Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we've got our full review of, there it is. Oh, I Borg with Jonathan Del Arco. Hugh himself. And we have to just be sure to thank Hugh for joining us. Thank you for joining us all.
Very nice.
Thanks. Okay. And also, thanks to these people for joining in the fun. John Davis, Dave Gregory, Linda Anderegg, Mark Zutkoff, Dead Purple 7, who said bruh in the live chat for something. Uh, Linda Anderegg says Pluto will always be a planet to me, like the Sears Tower. Like the Sears Tower?
Meaning
Is a planet?
the name it had is the name
Before my time.
like the way that, it's
You know
the
they've
Sky Dome
discovered
will always be the Sky Dome.
they've discovered a new ninth planet. So now Pluto is not even like fighting for like ninth planet supremacy anymore.
No fair.
It's just out of the conversation. Now like there's a new ninth planet out there that they're basically
Number
almost
9.
confirming.
Number 9.
I like the idea of a new planet, but Pluto's still a planet to me too.
Yes, exactly.
But isn't it because Pluto is the size of a lot of other there are other things in our solar system that are bigger than Pluto. So if we're not calling those planets, then we can't
Right.
call Pluto a planet just because
Doesn't it
we're
have to do
clinging
with like
on to
what
the
it
olden
does or
days.
something?
They don't do it.
Or like, is it just the vibes?
They don't do
I think it was just because it was discovered a long time ago, and they're like, "Oh, this is planet number 9." But then later on, they're like, "Oh, here's another thing. Oh, that's a dwarf planet or whatever they call it." And then like, "What about Pluto?" Yeah, we don't want to go back and rewrite all these
I
books or something.
guess you're
Maybe I'm
right
wrong.
about that. I mean, we did discover that the Earth is round when people thought it was flat. So
True.
Thought
yeah.
or some continue to think. That's my favorite. This is my favorite thing that's ever happened to humankind is that some people fight to the death about the Earth being flat. I'm like, let's just
Cute.
let them keep saying it. It's
Right?
really fun. Anyway, no offense to anybody in the live chat. Keep it going.
We just like to make fun of you. Sorry.
No,
The live chat is
no.
full of flat earthers.
No, I
Just
doubt
rife
it.
with them.
I
Yeah.
doubt it. Maybe Glenn Iverson, but thank you to Glenn Iverson, Lucia Raz, Amanda Stevenson, VFX Art, Mark Zutkoff, we already said, of course, Ananzi, Terry Rose, Melissa H. Benjenium, Robert Kaiser out in Austria. He says they did not yet discover a new ninth planet. It's still a theory. I don't think it's a theory. I think they found something that they're trying to identify whether it is a ninth planet. So yeah, but it is not confirmed. Correct, as far as I know. But I don't really know much science, to be honest, which is pretty obvious to anybody that's been listening.
Oh, Glenn.
Bob D. What did Glenn? The Earth's natural bodies of water aren't carbonated. Therefore, in one way, okay, it really is flat.
I love that. That's the best explanation ever.
We're gonna have
my
a death
God.
match between Glenn and Mark Zutkoff. It's gonna be great.
That's great.
Who's the special guest referee?
Oh my God.
Who's the special?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be? We need a special guest referee for them. Maybe Linda Anderegg. I think that'll be good. Linda, she'd be good. She'd be fair
Yeah.
but stern.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And she won't take no guff.
And she was a nurse, so she could heal any wounds.
Exactly.
And thank you to everybody else that joined us. Everybody, we got to run. So Melissa, where can people find you and your goodies online?
Oh, at walkingartmadebymelissa.com. And guess what? I've just added Zumba classes. So come sign up. They're only $10. So sign up, come dance with me for an hour, and we'll shake it. And
Like a
you don't
Polaroid
even have
picture?
to be a good dancer. We're just having fun, okay?
What a relief.
Fun. Because moving and exercising is good for you.
It is good for you.
And it's fun to do it in a fun way. So come sign up on my website, walkingartmadebymelissa.com, and come dance with me. $10. $10. And Virtual TrekCon, The Seventh Rule, and Three Fat Lobsters, and on the Instagram, Walking Art Made by Melissa. And yeah.
That's really good.
Your personal cheering section. What about you, the Matt?
Well, you can find me here on Tuesdays on the main viewer. You can find me sometimes on Facebook. Very good, okay. And if you would like to check out some very cool starter card, Commander, please check out my ArtStation page. Yes, very good.
Oh my God. I was not expecting that to go there.
Nope, I wasn't either. Sometimes
Uh,
it runs away.
you're muted, but I know what you're saying,
Oh,
Ryan.
Was
Jenny,
I
go.
muted?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I thought I
You
said, what about yourself, Jenny
I
R?
saw your face
I
say it, but I
didn't
didn't
hear
hear
it.
your voice say it. Well, guess what? You can find me on social media at Jenny R. Johnson Art. And you can check out my website and my shop and my newsletter and all that cool stuff at jennyrjohnson.com. Also, if you ordered a pre-order of the Minas Tirith or Wrath of Khan prints, they're at the printer. I am waiting for them to come, and as soon as they get here, which should be like early next week, they're packing up and heading out. Oh yeah.
Nice.
That sounds great.
Yeah, right?
That's Jenny R. Johnson's biggest fan. All right, everybody. You can find me online at RyanTGHusk. Once again, that's at RyanTGHusk or just Virtual TrekCon, Falling Tower, or the Seventh Rule on your favorite social media, but especially right here on YouTube. Woohoo! And they're like, what about if my favorite social media is Discord? I'll be like, no,
You can cash me outside then.
not that one. Yeah. Cash me outside of Discord. I'm not Ryan TG Husk on Discord. Or Datcord, to be honest. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Everybody, please make sure you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, and you hit the bell icon for notifications. If you're listening, and give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate it, and we really appreciate all of you. So thanks for partying with us. Happy Canada Day for those of you that care.
Woo.
Happy Canada Dry for those of you that drink. Yum. And that's it for us, right? I think so. So everybody, when you want to talk about, what do we talk about today?
A bunch of stuff.
When you want to
Fun
talk about a
stuff.
bunch of stuff, put it on the main viewer.